Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video covers a recent lesson of mine where we were working on short field takeoff and landings over at L18 or Fallbrook Airport. Fallbrook has a north-south upsloped runway that is only 2,100 feet, so this was a good runway to practice actual short field maneuvers on. In addition, this video covers many of the traffic patterns and procedures that are unique to Fallbrook, though for a more detailed look into the procedures, I have a video here that specifically covers the procedures for Fallbrook. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video.
Alright, well you're getting no warm-up, but you're gonna be fine.
Alright. Clear prop.
I don't love that checklist.
I've got a better one if you want it.
Alright, so yeah, you're going to do a left turn out here. It's a pretty steep hill, so come into it just kind of like riding a dirt bike. Come into it with a little bit of speed. So once you come out of this turn, start getting a little bit of throttle in there because you are going to be climbing a pretty decent hill. And just like I was telling Kevo, is you want to keep the nose up a little bit because you see that bump at the top? Yeah. You know, if you're pushing 4 on the yoke, I'll tell you your prop is getting pretty close. So yeah, we'll just keep a little bit of back pressure in there. Good.
We're going left.
Speed in, yeah, we're going to go left. Fallbrook traffic, Sky 733 November Charlie, taxiing to runway 18. There you go. Good, nice job. Yesterday we stalled out on the hill. Alright, take your time. You didn't really get a warm-up, but you'll be good. Look at all these birds. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit one today, to be honest with you. That being said, you know, like, you didn't see it maybe, but on Kevin's second to last takeoff, yeah, we almost smoked him. If my hand comes on top of yours, that's just because, you know, I'm getting ready to pull the throttle for you. Because if you smoke a bird and you still have half the runway remaining, you're good. Fallbrook traffic 33 November Charlie's taking runway 18 Fallbrook. Now before you just go yeeting on the runway, you know, always make sure you're over there. Right. Lights, camera, action. Your cockpit's not set up. Good. Now, yeah, go ahead and do it now. Good. Alright, we're up on both. Make sure. Good stuff. Good, I like it. Now if you're at a towered airport and you have to do this, you know, I wouldn't do it if they say expedite your takeoff. Right. But most short fields and mountain runways are non-towered anyways. Alright, on both, going full throttle. Alright, a little bit of aileron wind correction, there you go. Rev it up, oil pressure's looking pretty, and send it. Send it. Decent amount of right rudder, there we go, look all the way down that center line. Airspeed's coming alive. Just like I was telling Kevin, you know, 55 knots, just scrape it off the ground, don't yank it back. 50 and 55. There we go, good, yeah, nice then, 60 knot pitch. You guys are getting a lot of short field and a lot of short field practice today, like short field landings, short field takeoffs all day. So yeah, we'll just hold that 60 knot climb out. Nice and smooth. So for the private pilot check ride, you have plus 10 minus 5 for your VX. So 60 knots plus 10 is your standard, minus 5. So it's really easy to go below, but most of the time what people do is they go too fast. Right. So really that means your range is 60 to, or it's really 55 to 70, but you really want to hold 60. Here we go, we have the divert field made, yeah, 70 goes 70. And then there's that water tower right there. You don't want to turn crosswind towards well south of it. Traffic, Sky 733 November Charlie's left crosswind 18 Fallbrook traffic. Alright, there you go. Here's the other thing too, you know, heavy airplane, if we were in the mountains, when you make a turn, what happens to your vertical component of lift? You lose a little bit of vertical component, right? It's going to your horizontal component. So like a Big Bear, for instance, if you're taking off runway 8 there, you know, the east facing runway, right? And you make that right turn towards the mountains too early, you just sealed your fate. Yeah. So I don't make turns in the mountains until I know I have plenty of altitude. Because once you make that turn, your climb performance is going to start to suffer. You want to do the calls? You want me to do the calls? Your call. You know, warm up lap. I can do them if you want. If you feel warmed up already, you can make them. Make that left turn though.
Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733 November Charlie, turning left downwind, runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
Good, so there's a high school, pretty wide here, but we do see the highway up there. I don't know, you probably couldn't see it in the back when Kevin was flying, but if you aim for that highway right there, that's a really good downwind to base.
Okay.
Which you can pretty much parallel it now since we're so wide.
The main drag right here?
Yeah, usually on the downwind you can pretty much fly over these greenhouses right here.
Okay.
I actually wonder what they're growing in there. But yeah, good downwind, just fly over those white buildings right there.
Alright, we're beam our touchdown points on this. Starting to configure to land.
Sweet.
RP, power back to 1700. We're in the
Getting wider. Just come over a little bit here. There you go. 10 degrees. Just come to the left a little bit. We're pretty wide here.
Okay.
Good. 75 knots, negative VSI. Good. About 1700, at least 1700 RPM too.
Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733 November Charlie, turning left base, runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
Good. Very nice.
Here comes our base, so we'll turn.
Good.
Once we level out, 20 degrees.
Good, and I like how you hold the flap lever. That's my new guidance to people, is they just kind of pop it there and hope it goes to where you want. I physically hold that bitch until it goes exactly where I want, because these things are finicky.
Yeah.
And when you're relying on them, you want them to be exactly where you command them to go. Alright, there's a Hawk, 11 o'clock low. Looks like he's going away. In the name of not hitting things, if you had to divert or do an abrupt maneuver, would you pull back on the yoke or push forward?
Push forward.
Oh, so these things can withstand positive G's a hell of a lot better than negative G's. So can you as a human. So I elect to always pull back on the yoke prior to going pushing forward. You're extremely low. So trace mirror speed for altitude, bring that nose up. There we go. Bring the nose up. There we go. So what's the intercept center line here? Trace mirror speed for altitude. There we go. There we go. We're back on the glide now. Now find your 65 knots, and then as we get closer, start walking back to 60 knots. If you were watching back there, Kevin had a really good technique. Right here, he was about 65, 67 knots, which is good, carrying a little bit of extra energy just in case. And then really right when he crossed these palm trees right here, he started bringing it back to 60 knots. So you're right on the glide right now. You're looking really good. Good, there you go. Definitely no lower than 60 though, because then when you go to round out, you could stall. So there we go, good. It's going to be a little bit of right aileron, a little bit of left rudder. All right, we have a sink, so start feeding in a tiny bit of power, just a smidge. There we go, good. Good, just ride it in, let the gusts do their thing. They'll chill out once we get ground effect. Good, very nice. Scan that airspeed all the way to the numbers. Numbers, baby. Keep the nose down, start walking the power out. Just walk it out, maybe leave a tiny bit in though. Bring the nose up. Let the airplane settle, look all the way down the runway, take your time. You have this field. Come to idle. Red idle. There you go, nice landing, we'll go then. And when you guys solo, you probably make this turnout if you're under control. But we're heavy today, so we're not going to do that.
Thank you.
Yep, you bet. Thanks for calling for me. Good job.
So I actually didn't know the question you asked me. I just threw out an answer because I didn't even...
What's that?
Whatever you were asking about the bird, I couldn't focus on whatever you were saying.
Yeah.
So I just went 50-50 on it.
I know. Classic me asking you guys complex questions when you're just trying to fly an airplane. But yeah, so these things can handle up to, let me see if my memory serves, 3.7 G's positive and only negative 1.5 negative, right?
Yeah.
And same thing with the human body. Like, if you're a short, fat, high blood pressure person, you can probably pull 9 G's before you G-lock. Okay. Now, negative G's, you'll red out probably somewhere around negative 2.5, maybe negative 3. So the human body can sustain much better positive G's than it can negative G's.
Cool. Makes sense.
Just food for thought, because that's something they do brief in we brief in the jet, because it's a bigger surface, so we have a higher chance of killing birds. So when we're on final and we think we're going to hit a flock of birds, right? Especially after the Sully incident, we pre-brief, hey, if we see birds, we're going to rip the yoke back instead of pushing it forward.
And that's just like, if you have birds in your crosshairs, pull up instead of pushing over just every time? Is that kind of...
I generally like to pull back on the yoke and throw in some power, because most of the time, what do birds do? They tuck their wings and they dive. That's usually 9 times out of 10 when you see a hawk and they're right in front of the prop, they're going to tuck their wings and they just nosedive. It's kind of cool to watch, actually. Yeah.
I thought they would try to like climb like
Nope.
so the wings and go up.
No, hawks are actually, most birds, these Tweety birds are dumb as fuck, but most hawks, they'll tuck their wings and dive. So what I do, I go to full power and I yank the yoke back. Yeah, and I've smoked a hawk in one of these at night in Ramona. I was getting that guy's night currency done. And it is loud, and your pucker factor goes up for a sec there. He ran into the windscreen, like his claws went up the entire thing. Blood went.
Whoa.
And these things gush blood too. The wings were covered in it. There were feathers all over the windscreen.
Whole bird.
And we were only doing like 80 knots. I mean, we were just in the pattern, but it happens. All right, finals looking clear. You can make your call. Check your cockpit.
All right. Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733, November Charlie, departing runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
All right, 2 critiques.
Okay.
Low energy on base of final.
Okay.
A little bit of an undershoot too.
Right.
Second critique is centerline discipline, and that goes for both of you. Both of you have been left of centerline. And again, did you make a safe landing? Yes. But if you came to an even narrower runway, which they do exist, I promise you, there's runways half this size, literally.
Left. Okay.
You gotta. I'm just getting you in the, because you guys are almost rated pilots. Getting you in the habit of, get on that center line. Good. All right.
All right. Full power.
Boop. There we go. Oil pressure's green.
P's and P's green. Send it off the brakes.
Good. Yeah. P's and P's. Good.
A little bit of crosswind correction.
Yeah. A little more right aileron will help you. So as the ailerons start gaining more effectiveness, then is when you can take them out. But see how we're still getting pushed to the left? Yeah, so just keep that aileron in. There's rotation.
And here we go, just pull it back slightly.
And so here's another food for thought. So you lose your engine right here. You don't have runway remaining. Now you're kind of just looking for the smoothest thing. So what I would do, I mean, these fields are actually pretty good to land on, but I would head for that dirt road over there or something. Okay. What they talk about, you're 10 and 2, that's really true. That's all you got.
Yep.
And then if you have time, what's another thing you could do prior to getting it on the ground? Obviously, we're going to go to flaps 40 to minimize ground speed, but what do you want to do to prevent fire? The checklist actually tells you to. So you're
mixture?
Yeah, mixture. This is going to come to off, magnetos come to off, master off. Anything that creates a fire, so air, fuel, and spark. And you'll see that on the checklist, but again, that's another immediate action item because you're not going to have time to pull the checklist out. Alrighty, Mike, there's the water tower. Alright, send her over.
Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733, November Charlie, turning left crosswind, Fallbrook traffic.
Good job. Yeah, I'm always looking for places to land. When I'm out in places like this where there's nothing but homes below you and the runway's tiny, I am always looking for, like when I'm looking around like I am right now, I mean, I'm not just sightseeing. I'm also looking for where would I put this airplane down right now.
Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733, November Charlie, turning left downwind, runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
And that's the thing, like you guys heard about that dude that, what was it, 5268 kilo, about what, 2 months ago?
Yep.
He crashed in Montgomery, he had an engine out. First it was engine roughness in the downwind, then his engine died. Now that you guys are getting more comfortable in these things, it's time to start thinking about contingencies because you're about to carry passengers, right?
Right.
So you really want to start thinking about, like, hey, where would I put this airplane down if the engine dies? And you will not have time to try to relight her. You're not going to do the up, down, right to left. You're just not.
All right, we're being the touchdown points, so we can figure to land. So power back.
Good stuff. And here's where you kind of sneak over that highway right here. So you kind of pretty much just fly over this thing like Mario Kart.
Okay.
You don't have to, but it's a good little funneling feature. And it's still relatively parallel because, and this will work out good. Normally you wouldn't want to encroach on the runway, but because you were already flying such a wide downwind, this road right here is perfect.
Okay. Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733, November Charlie, turning left base, runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
Good. This is much better glide slope. Look at that. About 75 knots, negative VSI. This is much better.
Cool. It's been over a month since I've flown, so.
Yeah. No. Well, no. I'm trying not to be a dick. I'm just. Your last one was actually really good.
Cool.
It's just at your base, you're a little bit low.
Yeah.
And again, this engine's going to stay alive, but it's more so for the homes. I mean, they're the idiots that move next to an airport, but
Yeah, right.
we try to be assholes as little as possible.
All right, we're about 400, 500 feet.
Good. Yeah, your airspeed's looking good. I'd say our glide slope's right on the money.
Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733 November Charlie, turning final runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
Good. Nice job. Check final even. Good job.
Bringing it on around.
Good.
The nose down.
I'd say slightly low. I wouldn't nose down at all here, because look, you got that big ass tree right here.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, so I would actually stay. I mean, I remember I'm a huge fan of staying up, somewhat higher on glide slope on final, and then on short final, just work it down a little bit. Because right here, I mean, this is pretty darn low. You're pretty low. Let's add some power in. We're bringing the nose up. There we go. Good. I mean, technically you're on glide slope, but these houses are not happy. There we go. Good. All right, now start working it back to 65, then 60. This is why we do so much slow flight at the beginning of our training, because that's what you're doing right now. Good. Slightly fast. You're pulling the power back nicely. Walking the nose up. Retrimming if you have to. Bring the nose up a little more. Scan that airspeed all the way in. You probably can stay at idle here. Just ride it in, but just watch the airspeed if you're going to stay at idle. There we go. Walking down. Add a little bit of power. No, you're good. Yeah, good. Nice. Round it out. Just feel for the ground. Don't reach for the deck. You're still good. With no go-arounds here. We're committed now. Very nice. Nice and smooth. So sometimes when I call committed, it doesn't have anything to do with where we are on the runway. Sometimes it has to do with an energy state. So if we're in such a low energy state, and, right there when I called committed, we were probably on about a third down the runway. But the reason I called committed is because our airspeed was pretty low. We were only down 30 knots. So if we went to full power there, there's not, would we get off the runway? Yeah, probably. But it'd be a little sportier than you want. Fallbrook traffic, November Charlie is off of runway 18, taxi back. Pretty good pattern, man. Just a little bit low on that final. Okay. I would come in a little bit higher. You probably could have stabilized in your approach a little bit more. You were carrying about 72 knots. Yeah. Like I was telling Kevin, 65 knots on final, walk it down a smidge, just to 60 knots on short final. Would 65 work? Yes, absolutely. Matter of fact, that's, the short field, it even says, I think I would say, it says like 60 to 65. So absolutely it would work. All right, give them a call, get your mixture in.
Will do. Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733 November Charlie, departing runway 18, Fallbrook traffic. That's up, all right. Trim for takeoff.
Good. How about this? What's up the ante? I didn't do this for Kevin, I'm going to do it for you. 200. Yeah, I'm going to hold you to 200 foot. So here's your first centerline stripe. Gotcha. There's your start of your second. There's your standard.
Sounds good.
And here's another thing too. This thing, it does have a PAPI light, but it's garbage. Don't use it.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that. I wanted to ask you.
Yep. Catalina also has a PAPI, also garbage. So that's why towards the end of people's syllabus, I bring them here, because at this point in your training, you should kind of have an idea of what a 3-degree glide slope looks like. So that's why this one, I'm going to shut up, and you're going to tell me if you're on the glide or not.
Okay. Going full ridge. He's doing the green and release.
Good. Nice job cross-checking that. So here's another thing. What if your oil pressure was really high and your temperature was really low? Are you concerned about that?
Let me think about that in a second.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. You're trying to fly.
All right,
there you go.
5. Gonna hold 60.
Kevin, that's a question for you too, because we are coming up on winter here.
High pressure, low temperature. I'm not sure I should be concerned about that. I don't know if it's a trick question or not.
Nope, it's not. It just you kind of have to think through. So it's a cold winter day, high pressure, low temperature. First of all, can you explain to me why the pressure would be high and why the temperature would be low? The temperature one is obvious. We can both, we can all.
Right.
Yeah.
The pressure is probably lower density and
Higher density, right?
or higher density.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
More viscous, right?
Lower temperature, higher density. Yeah.
Yep. So when it's cold out, your oil is going to be more like honey than it is water, right? So that makes sense that it's higher pressure. It's kind of like dehydrated blood flowing through your arteries. It's going to be having higher pressure. What does the POH say about that? So if you go to the engine start chapter,
Look at the radio count.
in chapter 4,
Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733, November Charlie, turning left crosswind runway at 18, Fallbrook traffic.
if you go into the POH chapter where it says engine start at the end, it'll actually tell you if you have low oil temperature, you can still take off as long as the engine's been motored for at least 5 minutes. Ooh. So low temperature is fine. High pressure is fine. What you don't want to see, low pressure, high temperature. HOTLOP, right?
HOTLOP. Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733, November Charlie, turning left downwind, runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
Nice job.
Alright, I'm going to configure to land, carb heat, reduce power, raise the flaps.
Good.
Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733, November Charlie, turning left base, runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
Good. Good airspeed. Right on the glide. Nice job, man.
Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733, November Charlie, turning final, runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
Now, get on that airspeed. Airspeed is everything. Good. There you go. Bottom that baby out. Good. Don't forget your trim if you have to use it. Ideally, what we're looking for today is 60 knots hands-free. Just controlling power to control glide. Yeah, to be completely honest with you, I don't even really know how to read that, Pappy. I think it's 2 whites means you're on the glide. Right now it's 1 saying you're high. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, 2 whites means you're on the glide. All right, I'm holding you to the 200-foot standard. Yeah, now you're working for it. Very nice. Hold it fast. If you're at idle, yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it, man. You'll be about 80 feet long.
Come on, get
That's all right. You still made it.
ass down.
Dude, beautiful landing. You could have touch and go that one even. Nice job. All right. I got your flaps.
2.
Yeah, you could have even touch and go that one, but never touch and go Fallbrook. I don't care. I don't touch and go Fallbrook. Now, if you really want to get sporty, come out here. Actually, I don't even know. I'd have to look at the chart supplement, but if you really want to get good at your night landings, come out here at night.
Oh yeah, I bet.
All you have is runway edge lights, no centerline lights, and a pretty sporty short field. I've done it a few times. It's good. Now, granted, we did a night flight, didn't we? Have we done night flight? Nope. Oh, we still have to do that. Shit. So Kevin cheated on me, so he has his night done. I'm glad you did, though. Isaiah's a rock solid instructor.
Yeah, that was good.
And this one is insidious for that, because this is like a 1.5 degree upslope here. So that upslope and illusion's a thing. And make your call, and you can get on.
Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733, November Charlie, departing runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
All right. Lights, camera, action.
Looking good.
Kind of wish there was a little more cloudy out. That way we do some instrument stuff on the way home. What are we concerned about this time of year with clouds, though? This goes for any of you. Icing, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, got it.
Freezing layer. This time of year? Hell yeah.
Visible moisture.
Yep. Oh yeah. These cumulus clouds are full of them.
Pretty gray too. Quite a few of them.
Yeah.
All Alright, so full power. T's and P's look good. Release.
Here's the thing, I picked up icing as high a temperature of 40 degrees Fahrenheit, I shit you not. So, don't mess with icing. Alright, oil pressure's green, airspeed's alive. Nice job at the center line.
Rotated 55.
Nice. And both of you have done a really nice job of just scraping it off the ground. Glad we didn't do any tail strikes today.
Well, that one. We had that one wheelie. Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733 November Charlie, turning left crosswind, runway 18, Fallbrook traffic. Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733 November Charlie, turning left downwind, runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
Cool thing about these JPIs is it even tells you how much time you have and fuel based on your current power setting. So right now we're not at full power, it's telling us 2 hours. Now if you floor it, it's going to go down to about an hour and 20. What's our day VFR fuel minimums?
30 minutes.
Good job. And nighttime?
45.
Very nice. Very nice. You will get that ass on your check ride, promise.
Alright, configured to land, carb heat, power, flaps 10.
Are you comfortable landing with 30 minutes of fuel?
Not really.
Hell no. Hell no.
You know how many times we get stuck like trying to get in the pattern?
The only time I've landed with 30 minutes of fuel, I was this close to declaring minimum fuel.
Yeah.
And was I legal? Hell yeah, but I wasn't comfortable with it, so I almost declared minimum fuel. It's because I had to file IFR and pop up IFR on the way home from Mammoth.
Yeah.
And so we were getting vectored all around, and the fuel, we were burning more than I wanted to. 30 minutes is not a lot, man. And this thing, that's 4 gallons of fuel. That's 2 gallons of fuel in each wing.
I don't trust these gauges anyway. Yeah. Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733 November Charlie, turning left base, runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
These things you can trust. The digitals, you can trust them to the degree of within about 3 gallons. The analogs, those things are garbage.
No. With the Aztec, we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, right? That thing had 4 fuel tanks, though. Which is good.
Final?
Now, if an analog ever says 0, though, you do mind that, because I have had that. I've had a fuel cap pop off and sucked all my fuel out.
Okay.
The fuel gauge actually did read 0, so I diverted.
Alright, maintain altitude here, getting a little low.
Good. Yeah, you're doing great. This is a good pattern. You warmed up quick.
Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733 November Charlie, turning final runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
Good. Nice little undershoot. You walk it in right here.
After go scoot over.
They're somewhere else. Oh, nope, they're coming in. We'll have a playmate. All right, so here's where, you know, you're going pretty fast, and we're, yeah, there you go. So pull the nose up, if anything.
Got to trade airspeed.
And remember, a ballpark reference for RPM on final is still going to be 1800, so that's about where your power should be, maybe 1700. See how well that works out? So about 17 or so, that's going to give you approximately the 30-40 degree flap setting for a short field.
At our 65, walking it on down.
Good, you got a really nice pattern. Good, nice alignment. Let's see if you get the 200 on this one.
Looking for it.
A little bit high, I'll tell you that right now. Right now you wouldn't make it. Come to idle. There you go. Good. Let's see. If you stay at idle right here, you will make it. Good. Nice progressive flare right here. Thought you would.
I'm sorry.
Misjudge the winds. Nice job. Let's get on that center line. So why do we cheat to the left? It's because for both of you guys are both doing this, and this is a common thing with a lot of guys. Remember that rotor gain is less effective at slow airspeeds. And left turning tendencies are still a thing. So as we gain less and less airspeed, it's going to be more and more right rudder. The only time it's not going to be like that is if you have really strong right to left winds.
Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733 November Charlie is clear of the active Fallbrook traffic.
There you go. Here's another little tidbit for nighttime is, you know, you can be a little sloppy with your taxi center line during the day because we can see the friggin' dirt.
Right.
But at nighttime, you know, believe me when I say you wouldn't be able to see the dirt over here. So the only thing guaranteeing that you're not going off the runway and smoking this stuff over here is staying on that yellow line. And that's something I bring up during my night flights, but I'm sure Isaiah told you that, Kev.
Was that, sorry, say again?
Just stay on the, be extra more hard on yourself with staying on the taxi line at night, because it's the only thing guaranteeing that you're not going to go off the runway.
Gotcha.
Because some of these taxi lines, like this one's pretty narrow. I have seen narrower, believe it or not. Yucca Valley Airport, that is a very narrow taxiway.
Yeah.
Out in the middle of the desert. So that runway is where I learned why it's not, why you don't want to just pop the flaps up. I come in, I'm coming in for landing, we catch a really gnarly gust on the crosswind. I go around, but in a panic, I pop the flaps up. Guess what? I kissed the runway. I did incorrect go-around procedure. Luckily, I left the gear down. Copy that. Yeah, we'll take our runway 18, and yeah, we should be off in time. Cool, yeah, you got plenty of time, don't worry about them.
Fallbrook traffic, 25169, fixers, left gate.
Good job, man. One or two more, not for the sake of time, but more so for fuel. Okay. And then on your next one, we'll do a dynamic takeoff. So there's an interesting study on Bold Method. They talk about, do you get better performance with a static takeoff or a rolling takeoff? They've proven that there's not really much of a difference. Gotcha. But we just do it because of procedure. There we go. Very nice. Nice rotation. It's nice having the weight back. It kind of helps you with the...
Yep, sure does.
Pull. The other thing, only slightly a factor. Part of the reason you guys are going to the left on your landings is because you both were sitting in the left seat.
Gotcha. So makes sense. A little more drag on that side.
Yeah, you're also you might be able to feel the wing dipping a little bit more to the left, but it's more so due to the fact you just need more right rudder when you're doing that flare. Okay.
Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733 November Charlie, turning left crosswind, runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
Good. Nice pattern, man.
Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733 November Charlie, turning left downwind, runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
Good. And so now when you go on the downwind, nice power pole, you can already see the highway. You're kind of just aiming for it.
Right.
That's a good downwind. The other cheat code, also something you should do no matter what pattern you're flying, reciprocal heading, so 360. And then if there's, you know, strong crosswind, you might have to have a little bit of a wind correction angle. But yeah, good. Looking over at the runway, just checking your lateral separation.
Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733 November Charlie, turning left base, runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
All right, let's see if you can get that 200 feet.
All right.
You're going to have to do one of two things. Either you're going to have to come in at a shallow approach, which is going to feel sketch because this has an up slope, or you're going to have to pull the power to idle sooner than you think you need to.
Okay.
So you get sporty with it on this one. I'm obviously going to back you up. You guys both have big hands, so my technique for power when I'm flying with guys is if my hand comes on your hand, that's me doing something with the power.
Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733 November Charlie, turning final, runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
Good, very nice. A little bit high energy.
Got some flaps in play, so that'll help.
Good. Good.
Start getting to 5.
There we go.
Here a little bit. Left rudder.
Good. I like seeing it. You guys are getting dancier on the rudder on the final, which I like to see because that means you're feeling for the winds is what I call it. If you're not dancing on the rudder on final, you're not doing it right. Good. Very nice job. 65 knots right on the glide. Good, we have a little bit of a sink, so you can slowly start adding the power, knowing that we're low on the RPM. There, good, about 1,500 worked last time. Good, very nice job, look at that, 64, stabilize approach. Slightly high, just crack out a little bit of power, just keep the nose at the aiming point. You're gonna nail it on this one. Good. And idle. Good, just wait for that flare. 80 feet past, but that was pretty good, man. That was really good.
It down. I wanted to get it more center line.
If you can do, let me put it this way, if you can do landings here within 300 feet at Fallbrook, you can do a 200-foot standard or Ramona or Montgomery, all the normal runways.
Good point.
I'll help you out with your post landings. Post landings complete. Yeehaw! Tokyo drift, baby.
Skirt, skirt.
I've actually drifted one of these in the snow before. It's kind of big barrel. It's kind of fun.
Fallbrook traffic, 3 November Charlie is clearly active. Fallbrook traffic.
Very nice job. Good pattern, good approach, good energy management.
Let's see how he does.
He's coming in pretty fast. He looks, oh, he's going around. That was a good decision, though. I can say with almost 100% confidence he was coming in fast. Oh, you got the comps. Finals clear.
Fallbrook traffic 733 November Charlie, departing runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
Good. And so, with that being said,
Alright, cool.
this is a little bit varsity. I don't ever want you guys to do touch and goes here. Matter of fact, if I do write an endorsement here, I'm going to write no touch and goes just to cover my own ass. But for my guys who are like commercial and above, if they want to do sporty shit out here, my personal thing is you have to be at least 45 knots first half of the runway. If you're going to do a touch and go, you need to have a little bit of energy to guarantee you're going to get to rotation. Don't ever do that out here, though. It's not a good idea. On this one, though, let's see you do it.
Okay. Alright, there's 55, rotate.
Let's come a little bit to the right. There you go, good.
Fallbrook traffic, 3 November Charlie, turning left crosswind. Fallbrook traffic. Fallbrook traffic, 3 November Charlie, turning left downwind, runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
There we go, he's on the base.
Yep, thanks.
Let's see if he gets this one. Did he get his last one?
I think that's the one he went around.
Oh, he did on the
down
right.
there.
Good, nice job. Oh yeah, I think the last time you flew was when we were both out at Brown, and that tower dude was having a hell of a day.
Yeah, that's right. That was the last time.
He was yelling at both of us.
Yeah, that was
Why? Just having a bad day or what?
stressed out. I guess.
He's one of those guys, he's a retired Marine. Yeah, but it's like, okay, what do? You kick the smaller airplanes over the shorter runway, and you let the jets have the longer runway. They can't land on the short runway anyways, so you kick everyone over into the left pattern, and you call it that, but instead, what did he do? He just started shooing away all the GA aircraft. They're like, yeah, leave my air. That's the only time I've heard a controller say, yeah, you're going to have to leave my airspace. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's pretty unprofessional, too, because he just had us scatter. He didn't vector anybody until we were all, like, kind of already gone.
Yeah, I remember you even saying on the radio, you're like, can you give me a vector? And he's like, oh, yeah, just go to the VOR. Yeah.
I'm like, dude, okay.
That's not a vector. Usually when you ask for a vector, people give you a vector. Alright, you're looking good. Right on the glide, right on the airspeed. This is money.
Fallbrook traffic, 3 November Charlie, turning final runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
Good, a little bit soon on the undershoot, but you'll make it work.
Yeah.
Alright, same thing like last time, 300 feet or less, and we'll be able to get the touch and go. And I'll call out what I'm looking for when I do a touch and go here. Again, don't ever do it until you get rated, because then it's on you. But when you do get your rating, if you ever want to do a touch and go out here, I'll show you what I'm looking for.
Okay.
And there's never really a reason to do a touch and go on a short field runway. Like, it doesn't add anything. The only reason we're doing it here is just so we can spend less time on that taxiway. All right, good. So 60 knots. Yeah, a little bit shallow. Yeah, add a little bit of power there. Good. Just drive it in. Good. A little bit slow. Just bring that nose up. Create a little bit of airspeed for altitude. Good. Nice job. Good. Hold that 60. Good on the power. Good. Small inputs. You're doing a really nice job. Good. A little less power. Keep that nose down. Good. Come to idle. Idle. And just remember that flare. A little bit left the center line. Cheat back over. All right. We're committed. Ooh. You kick the rudder? Committed. Full stop. Okay. And we can make this one. Could we have done the touch and go? Yeah, but it's not worth risking. Right here? Yep. It's just for sport. You don't get any training value out of it, so I'm not taking the risk.
Did you hit the rudder there, or was that?
No, that was me just braking a little bit. The landing was all you. I didn't touch shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we were like, I was jamming hard on the left rudder, and it wasn't like doing anything, it felt like. Then all of a sudden, like, we kicked out. About 159, Victor, starting on the 18, close traffic.
3 November Charlie is off of 18, taxi back.
We like kicked out right as we kind of got into ground effect. Kind of threw me off, sorry.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. The only thing I do at this point, you guys, flying, is I just keep my hand here. So in case you bring the nose over, I just put my hand right here. I'm just hovering over the rudder pedals. I'm not touching them.
I don't know if we had like a pocket of wind or
could have been
or something, but it was. Yeah. It just didn't seem like
it could have been his wake. That's what it is. I was landing in the Gulf Stream the other day. We were landing at Miami, and we followed a 7-3, and we were probably at least 6 minutes behind them, but that wake turbulence was still on the runway.
Damn.
When we went to land, my captain even called out. He's like, okay, there's wake. We were starting to drift to the left, and we're in a freaking, 70,000-pound aircraft. It still had an effect on us. So you better believe the 172 can still have an effect on a 172, so that's probably what it was.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was very odd. And when that happened, I was just like, all right, forget the 200 feet. Just get it on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you did a good job. That's why I said full stop there.
Cool. Fallbrook traffic, 3 November Charlie, departing runway 18, Fallbrook traffic.
Right, cool. And then on climb out, I can take the controls if you want, and then you can just practice putting in a flight plan. You can either do the fast transition home, or you can just do the coastal route back home, your call.
I'll just do the coastal for here.
And if you do the coastal,
traffic 169, Victor, turning left cross, runway 18.
I am going to give you an engine out on the downwind at 28 left, see how you glide it in.
Okay.
And that's me being nice. On your check ride, your DP he's probably going to do it without telling you.
Okay.
That's something that a lot of them like to do nowadays.
On the brakes, full power, please.
And Kevin, you didn't get a chance to do that, but I promise you we're going to do plenty of engine outs to the runway.
Okay.
It's my very favorite maneuver.
5, rotate.
Good. There we go. Just keep it over the runway. Yeah, the wind picked up. You look at that palm tree, it's blowing pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 60 knots pull. All right, whenever you feel confident, you can fly the whole way home if you want. I'm just saying if you want to practice your flight plan input, you can do that and I can fly. Your call.
Okay. I'll let you know.
Overall, very good job from both of you. The only thing I would add is, watch your nose in the round out. Most of the time, you're probably going to need more right rudder. Sometimes it's ailerons too, like today. The winds, they were right to left. So sometimes your nose was good, but your alignment was poor just because the wind was pushing you. So remember, when there's crosswinds, we got to keep that aileron input all the way pretty much till you're at a full stop, because even when the wheels are on the ground, the wind's going to still try to blow you because we're in airfoil. So just keep those crosswind inputs all the way to a stop.
Fallbrook traffic, Cessna 733 November Charlie is departing straight out to the south. Fallbrook traffic.
Good call.
Now.